kind of a weird time to be vlogging, but it's I need to talk about this now before I lose everything I'm going to talk about. So that's why we're here. I'm at my boyfriend's bedroom. He's out gaming right now, but yeah, no, I need to talk and rant for a minute. So that's what I'm going to do for the time being. I just got a whole bunch of news and a whole bunch of updates, and I don't leave until tomorrow, but I'm afraid I'm going to forget everything I'm going to talk about by tomorrow, so that's why I'm going to do it now. I don't even know where to begin. I'm just kind of like all over the place, and it's kind of why I just want to talk about things really quick. I think we'll just get into like the main thing I want to talk about is moving. So I was just informed today that my roommates have found a place and they got approved too. So they get the keys on Friday and they're going to start slowly moving in there, but they're still going to pay until the lease ends, which is until April, the ending of April. Which means now I told my dad and we're going to have to start applying to places now. So I'm going to go over there tomorrow when I leave here and stop by his place to start looking at places and applying and go from there. I talked more to my boyfriend about the idea of living together, which, because I didn't really get his opinion last time on it, so I asked for his opinion on it. And he said, yeah, pretty much. And he was just a little bit like, I think, just unconfirmed because, by some things, but I said it was no problem. And you know, it works out because he's been fighting so hard just to try to like stay here, but even if that were to work out, it just, I don't know. I've seen how frustrated he gets and how, stressed he gets by trying to fight for this place, by calling places every single day for rent assistance, so it would be much better to move to a place together to where we could actually afford rent and not have to, do all this extra stuff. And just like I would feel better, to have to, work towards actually like paying for stuff, so he's not so like overwhelmed with the amounts of, stuff that he has to do just to try to keep this place because he can't pay rent and all that stuff. So that makes me feel like, makes me feel helpful in a way. It makes me feel like I can actually do something to help and not feel so fucking useless all the time. It's still gonna be hard, however, rent-wise, because after losing my job, and my hours have been shifting every now and then at Dogville, so I don't know how that's gonna work because I looked at the schedule and I'm not working the weekend. I'm not working this weekend. Just, the schedule's just been flip-flopping. So I'm not working this weekend. So I'm only working Friday and Monday. I'm hoping that that's not gonna be, permanent, because I don't have any other option for a job right now. I could try to go and reapply to other places, which I might have to do, but I also downloaded Rover, so I could possibly just do like that as a little side job, on the side for like on my days off and whatnot. Especially since like it's kind of like, like delivery, you can just do it whenever and, do it however long you want to, and it's like good enough for like extra stuff on the side, kind of like how YouTube is, how it's just kind of like a little extra money on the side and whatnot, but not enough for like a stable income type of thing. But yeah, so there's that. So I'm kind of worried kind of worried because I don't get paid until next Friday. I don't get paid until the 14th, and I'm guessing I don't get paid until the ending of March. Um, this paycheck will be good, which is fine, but with how my hours have been flip-flopping, it's hard to tell if I can actually afford rent for next month, for April. But we'll have to see, because I still also have to take out another $1,000 for deposits and whatnot. I mean, maybe I can ask, my boyfriend to pitch in a little bit, or
you could have swooped up Grandma Bat. I think we should mention.
I don't know, maybe because he has some stuff that he does on the side as well to get a little extra cash here and there. So maybe I can ask he could pitch in a little bit or something like that. Definitely like not a lot, but like just like what he can do type of thing. So yeah, that'll be interesting. So I gotta go talk to my dad tomorrow about actually applying and like deeply looking into like more of like what we could possibly get into, because yeah, a lot of places are different, but most of the places that I did find are like really good, especially like rent wise and like place wise, because they're all around the area and they're you know not bad, for what I found in price. So I'm not too worried about that, and I know we would accommodate for a lot of things. We would have to talk about like all the stuffs he got and all the stuffs I got. I mean, I don't have a lot. I didn't bring a lot to this new place, to my apartment anyways, so it would be fine, especially since I did find a place that's, places that are bigger than here, so we would have his bed, and like I just would have brought room for like my desk and my bookshelf and all that good stuff. So yeah, that'll be that. So yeah, I guess we'll just have to see how that goes, and then we'll have to possibly we'll have to figure out like my one concern right now is just the animals, because he has two dogs and I have Periwinkle. Periwinkle is very much like me, where she just doesn't give a shit about anyone else but me, and she's got separation anxiety, so I'm just worried about the vlogging. I'm just worried about the introductions to them, because Perry doesn't do well with dogs, and his dogs don't really do well with other animals. So I'm vlogging.
You're vlogging?
Yeah, I'm ranting because I don't want to do it tomorrow, or else I feel like I'm gonna forget everything I need to talk about. So that's why I need to do it now. So yeah, I need to figure that out, which is gonna be interesting because my cat's never really been around much dogs aside my mother's, but that was years ago, and I don't think his dogs have ever been around cats before, and they're pugs. They're all bark and no bite, so I know they wouldn't do any damage to Periwinkle, but I did read that it's gonna take like weeks to months for them to get used to each other. But also like one of my concerns is his dogs like to sleep in bed with us at night, and Periwinkle likes to sleep in bed with me when I'm at home by myself. So I'm worried. I'm worried about her in general because I don't want her to. She's also like me as well, where we don't like change, so we get very overwhelmed and overstimulated with all that. So I'm worried about her and how she feels, because I know she doesn't do well with car rides or do well with a new place, and it's going to take her a while to get used to it, So, and I like her having to, being in bed with me, but I'm worried because with the new person and the two dogs that she won't want to sleep in bed with me anymore, and that makes me sad. I hope that's not the case, and I know it's going to take a long time to just get adjusted to that, but I mean, it is what it is, and I guess we'll just have to figure it out as we go, because I really do not have another option. I'm also sorry. I know, like, when it comes to video making that you're supposed to look at the camera and not at yourself, but I'm not good at eye contact, especially when I'm just looking at one thing. So yeah, anyways, yeah, so we'll just have to see how that goes. It's gonna, I don't know, take some time to getting used to, that's for sure. So yeah, that'll be interesting. I was trying to figure out how Rover works, and it turns out you actually have to fucking pay to use their services, which is beyond me. You have to pay fucking $50 to use it, so that's not going to be a thing for right now. I just gotta figure everything else out. So yeah, I think that was the main, like, the main topic that I wanted to talk about, was just more of the moving stuff. Sorry, I'm also trying. I went to the dentist today, so I'm still kind of like loopy. I had to get some more fillings done, which my face looks still a little puffy, but yeah. I went and got more fillings and nitrous, so I'm just tired. I haven't taken a nap today either, so yeah. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting, and you'll probably see him in videos depending on, because if I am to have my desk in here, then while he games, I can just come in here and record videos and whatnot, or whatever, whenever I can. So that'll be interesting. I never made videos around him before, so he's gonna have to get used to that. So yeah. So that's gonna be interesting. I might just plan to just make a lot of videos in advance since I don't work this weekend, just because I'm gonna have too much crap going on to, to deal with. So I just want to just probably have videos to prepare to upload. I do have some more like clothing videos to do, because I bought new things that just came a while ago, and then I have another package coming. I don't know when, but soon. And then I have an idea for another video, and a couple of other random ones I gotta do with jewelry and whatnot, which I think will be boring, but whatever. I also have been overthinking a lot about my channel and how, like, because I don't know, I feel like in order to, like, I don't want to say do well, but kind of like, whatever, is you gotta, like, look good. I do a lot. I try too hard to look good when it comes to, like, going out to places and being in public and whatnot. But when it comes to videos, I realize that I look so fucking ugly and, like, feel like such, like, so shitty and look so shitty. Like, I just look like shit. So it makes me very insecure now to look back at videos just to see how fucking atrocious I look, because I'm like, oh, I'm just wearing my pajamas and my hair's all messy, and I don't have, eyeliner on, and my, lighting is fucking trash, and now it just makes me want to go back and fucking delete more videos because I look like shit, but I also don't want to do that because of just the memories that I have of YouTube, and I know that a lot of you guys like my videos, and a lot of you guys like a lot of my videos, and it doesn't matter, but I don't know. Now I just feel like I'm in a time to where a time where I want to look presentable, especially for YouTube, especially if I'm, doing vlogs and doing, other stuff that show my face and whatnot. I want to look good. I want to look pretty, I guess, and I don't know. I try too hard to fucking do anything that has to come with my appearance because I hate myself. I hate the way they look, and I don't Um, yeah. I also lately I've just been like in such, and don't worry, as soon as we get moving, situated and stuff, I will be doing my podcasts. I need to do a practice one first because I've never went live on YouTube before, so I need to like figure out how all that shit works beforehand. I'm just kind of worried about going on live as a practice because I don't know what you people are going to say, and I am kind of mortified because some of you people are gross and I don't want to hear your nasty comments about me or my body or anything like that because every comment that has to do with that, you all get immediately fucking blocked. So I don't want to hear it. But yeah, so we'll figure that out as we go. I might do that this weekend too, type of thing. But yeah, lately I've been in a downward spiral. If you don't know, I struggle with BPD, which I don't think is new or, which I think is obvious. If you don't know, it's borderline personality disorder. Yeah, that's fun. I struggle with that, and lately I've been in a downward spiral of that because just some shit happened, and I've been like asking like my friends for advice or asking my boyfriend for advice, and they're all just like, oh, well, I don't see what the problem is here. I don't see like what's wrong here, like you should just be able to just, move on and like let it go and, you know, forget about it type of thing. And it's just like, and I just genuinely just felt like I was going fucking crazy, because it's like, am I just like the only one that just like feels weird, like feels like I got rubbed off the wrong way? Like I don't understand. Like am I fucking just crazy? Because everyone is like telling me to just like, oh, forget it, move on, like don't give them the time of day or whatever, just draw my shit. And I'm just like, if it were that simple to just forget it and move on, I wouldn't be stuck in the spiral right now. Like it was just a thing where it's just like having just so many trust issues and that being broken and having, I just feel like everyone hated me and everyone hates me, and that you know like what the fuck did I do wrong, like what is wrong with me and all that good stuff, because I guess I've been told that I am rude. And newsflash to me, you know being as it's, I guess it's been said to me a million times, which newsflash, it hasn't, because nobody has told that to me to my face where it was like I was being rude. And I'm autistic, so I don't understand. I get confused sometimes when it comes to social situations because I also have social anxiety. So there's just a lot of that gets, messed up. So it's like, if you're pretending to be nice because you have to and you're playing along with it because you have to, how the fuck am I supposed to know if I'm doing something wrong if you're not telling me? If you don't tell me a damn thing and you pretend to play nice and whatever, I won't know what's wrong unless you tell me what's wrong. But never once has someone said to my face, oh, you're being rude, type of thing. So it's just like, so how the fuck was I supposed to know that I was being rude if no one told me? I can read body language, but if you're pretending to be nice, I can't tell a difference, you know? So, yeah, that was, um, but yeah, that was something, and it's just like, yeah, it was a lot. And it was like, I don't know. I also, okay, so I also have a resting bitch face, so if I look like I'm pissed off,
Yep.
I'm
There he is. On doodle.
like 70% sure that I'm not. Yes, I get overwhelmed and I get overstimulated a lot, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I am angry or, you know, irritated. Like, I can get like that and I can get frustrated at times, but it's never a lasting thing, or does it like ever last long, especially like when it comes to work. Yes, dog daycare is a fucking, it's a big thing to do, and you can get overwhelmed and overstimulated and all that stuff, and I can only fake it till I make it for so long until eventually it starts to wear you down, you know? And when you work two dog daycares back to back and have to deal with life shit on top of that by yourself, yeah, obviously I'm gonna fucking get overwhelmed and irritated because not only am I dealing with working two jobs just to barely afford to where I fucking live right now, but the fact that I'm dealing with other shit on top of it, I can't fake that. I can't just stuff it down inside me and fucking, be happy go lucky all the time. Like I can't do that. I'm not good at hiding how I feel because I've done that shit my whole life and have been told by therapists to not do that anymore. So it's like, yeah, it's dumb. So, newsflash to me. I guess I'm the bitch. I guess I'm the fucking problem. So that's pretty much how it was. Where it was just like, oh, so it's my fault. I'm the problem, and it's like, oh, everyone hates me because of it, and just like, and it would just be like, I am a sensitive person to a degree, but I can also be a bitch when I have to be or when I want to be. But it's also come to the fact to where it's like I hate that I care so much about what people say, especially when it comes to like people I've known for a while, because it's like they've never told me this before type of thing. So it's all new when things switch with them. And so it's hard to not, get upset about what some people say, because I've grown up to, that type of shit, you know, my entire life. And when you grow up being bullied from pretty much the moment you were born till still continuously being, bullied here and there, it's like, yeah, I'm used to it, but it's like, it doesn't mean that there's no effect, Because newsflash, words do hurt. Words can hurt. And part of me, it's like, I hate that I care so fucking much about what people say. But on the other hand, like, a part of me doesn't care. But it's also the fact of that I put so much trust into people, especially like when it comes to coworkers, because it's like I know that I'm different. I know that I'm not like other people, and like I get that. But the fact of like having social anxiety for so long, for the longest time I can remember, I try so hard to, be outgoing, to be social, to put myself out there, to be fucking normal, and, to actually try and not be a fucking, loner and to be a loser. So it's like, yeah, I try to do better socially, because my social anxiety has gotten so much better over the time, but it's like, oh, when I try to do that, when I try to make other situations or other mental stuff better, it's gonna find some way to turn it around and stab me in the fucking back with it. Like, it doesn't make sense how I try so hard to be like other people and to be normal and to like just to do other shit that it's just it's just it's fucking me in the end, pretty much, you know but there's like, there's nothing I can do with how I am, you know, now knowing that I am autistic and deal with that is such an eye-opener because of how different I am and how, you know, how differently I just am to most people, you know. And one of my friends who I'm still really close friends with, you know, said that a lot of people don't, you know, like people who are different. And, you know, and I don't know, I hate that I try so hard to be normal and yet somehow I can't be because I know that I'm not normal type of thing, you know. So yeah, it's just it's hard, you know. And especially like if you try to act normal when you're not and masking it in public for so long, you can get burnt out pretty quickly, you know. And it's also like you work two jobs, deal with life on the side and a million other mental health issues on the side of it, and get little to no sleep every single night. You're gonna fucking feel burnt out like a motherfucker. Like, I love my jobs, I do, and it's hard, you know, but I love those dogs, I love my jobs. But every day, I'm so tired, I'm so burnt out, and like, I just feel, honestly, like, I feel like wanting to commit not live because I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with, you know, how I feel and everything else because it's so overwhelming and it's so much to handle by yourself that every time when things just get too much, I think about killing myself because I can't do it. And it sucks because I have to do it alone. And, you know, like, I know I have, you know, my people. I know I have my people, but it's like, they're not me. You know, they don't have my brain, they don't have my thoughts, they don't have my feelings, you know? So they're never gonna truly understand me or how I deal with things because they're not me, you know? And for everyone saying for me to just forget about it, to move on, to stop thinking about it, it's like, well, thanks, I'm fucking cured, you know? And people don't know what it's like to have your brain to just, it never stops. My brain, the thoughts, it never stops. There are no moments where I don't think about everything. There are no moments where I don't think about, I think about all the shit that I've done, all the shit that I've done wrong, all the shit that I've said wrong, everything that I say to people, every argument, like, it, this is why, like, I've never been like one of those just like typical teenagers, is because of how much overthinking I do. I overthink everything to the last bitter details, to the last, like, I'm the most detailed person when it comes to thinking about things because because I don't think about like, oh, the overall picture. I am such a more detail oriented person. So I am just more complex when it comes to thinking because it doesn't stop. It never stops no matter what I do. Like this, and it like never stops when I'm sleeping. It never stops the moment when I wake up. Like, it just goes and it goes and it goes and it goes. And that's with years and years of trauma and depression and anxiety. It's like everything on top of another. It's just constant. I don't ever get a chance to just stop thinking. And it sucks. So for everyone saying, oh, to just forget about it, it's not like a fucking switch I can flip. Everyone in my family thinks I can just fucking flip a switch to automatically stop thinking, or to automatically like not do this and to do that and to not do this. It's like, if that were the case, we wouldn't be in this fucking situation. I wouldn't be in this fucking situation where I am right now. And for people to think that it's so fucking easy to do so,
Get out of here with that.
you're not me. You don't have
There's
my
no
brain. You
way.
don't have my mentality. You don't have what I deal with on a daily fucking basis. So it's like, you cannot possibly understand what goes on in my head because you're not me. You do not understand me. Like,
Oh, shit.
that's how it is.
Dude,
So,
how come I couldn't fucking move?
yeah, it's just been a lot. And
Here they come.
it just, yeah, sometimes it just spirals so much to the point to where I actually want to kill myself. But unfortunately, with my boyfriend and my cat in my deepest core fear of dying, that's never gonna happen. As much as I fucking want to, as much as I think about jumping in front of a car, as much as I think about crashing my car and getting myself into a car accident, not gonna fucking happen because, shocker, I'm afraid of dying. So how fucking ironic that a suicidal person is scared to die. Stupid me, right? Anyways, yeah, so I think that was the gist of it. I think that's all that I wanted to rant about. I've been on here for a fucking half an hour already and my back's killing me. So, yeah. I finished another story, which is great. I've been trying to read, but it's been kind of hard because of, my brain and everything else going on. Been running a lot more, which is great. I genuinely do love running, especially when music's involved, because music is a great motivator for running. And yeah, I guess I will let you know more when I know more. Yeah, that's basically it. You know what to do. Love you guys, and see you later.